Coach and captain, your opening remarks, please.
Bem, boa tarde a todos. Depois de...
Good afternoon, everyone. After failing in our purpose, which was to play the finals tomorrow, we're moving on to our second goal, which is to take the best position possible, which is 4th place, and go back as a classified team. We're sure that on the other hand, we have, on the other side of the pitch, we'll have a team with the same goals and same ambitions, which is shown they have a lot of quality. And I believe this will be a very interesting match and a very hard-fought one as well. Gustavo? No, they asked you to make an introduction.
Un partido muy competitivo, obviamente después de no haber concedido el objetivo que era jugar la final. Vamos a intentar hacer un buen juego e intentar conseguir el tercer puesto, que creo que es muy importante para nosotros y para nuestro equipo, demostrar de que estamos entre los más competitivos del mundo.
Questions, please.
Boa tarde. Português.
Good afternoon. I'll be asking my question in Portuguese. I'd like to ask both Coach and Cuellar. We'll have two Arabic teams playing tomorrow for a 3rd place in the World Championship. So I'd like to hear from you, what motivation are you guys seeking for tomorrow? What will be your attitude? Will it be a cold-minded match, or will it be a match with the spirit of we're the best players on the pitch? Well, tomorrow's game will be one where we will be fighting to win, as we always do. This will be a highly difficult match. Both teams come from a string of very great matches. We are aware that this will be a very competitive match. And our goal, as always, because all our matches are played with the same goal, there's no weaker opponent or stronger opponent. Everyone who's playing, everyone who's training with Al Hilal is always playing to win. She asked the same as to you.
Nagam Timimi from Baghdad. After the end of your match against Chelsea, after the end of your match against Nagam Tamimi from Iraq, after the end of your match, against Chelsea, Turki Al-Sheikh has made a tweet. He said, I have a headache. Is it because of the end of the match or because of Omicron? And tomorrow, are we going to have Turki Al-Sheikh having a headache tomorrow again?
Não percebi a questão.
Okay. Question?
الإعلامي السعودي إبراهيم الفريات.
From Saudi press. From this Ibrahim Al-Fayyad from the Saudi press, I would like to welcome you. The word Coach Jardim, my question, Al Hilal captain Salman Al Faraj, is he going to be with us, and how is he injured? Will you give an opportunity to Muhammad Al Awais to be representative of the World Cup? Thank you.
Em relação ao Salman, ele iniciou os treinos somente ontem. Com certeza que não está apto para começar a partida.
I'm sure he's not ready to start the match because we don't want to risk. This is a very important player for us. And it's not only him. I think we have another 1 or 2 players who are having lots of problems. And after the matches in the short amount of time, in 5 days.
No, está.
سلطان العزيبي قناة الليل.
Sultan Al-Azebi, my question is addressed to you. So Al Hilal is going to participate in the Club World Cup for the 7th time. Can we say that this makes the other team a favorite team to win or not? Thank you.
I get you the microphone. You ask the question. Give him the microphone, please.
Traduz que aqui.
O Ahly do Egito já participou nesse torneio sete vezes e o Hilal é a segunda. Isso permite que o Ahly tenha mais vantagem para ganhar esse título.
Darle have a big advantage with this as they've participated 7 times. In football and in life, experience is always important. But I am sure that each match has its history. We respect the opponents, but we want to be more competent and we want to be better to be able to get the objective of going to the 3rd place.
Hiba Mubarak, MBC.
Hiba Mubarak from MBC. My question to the coach and to the player. The Al Hilal main players with the same level of they have the same level of perfection. Will it be easy for you to choose the best players? And is it important for the player in order to assert themselves in order to play all matches? And everybody says that Awais is ready and the others are ready, but they do not play much. Can you explain that?
Get the question.
Bem, no futebol.
I think football is made up of 23, 24 players. And I am sure that there are some who will play more, others who will play less, but they all have to be ready. So they have to be ready to play. Because if you don't have players in the team which are ready and who have enough quality to play, they shouldn't be there. But those players who are there are on the squad list, they are ready and they have their opportunities. And in football, and we have to show this in the pitch, our alpha pitch, it's easy. In the pitch, it's where we have to show our skills in a way to see it's not the club who's played the most times.
Equipos más competitivos de Asia, por eso estamos en el Mundial de Clubes. Creo que no solamente los 11 que inician, sino el resto del equipo es muy competitivo y seguramente el entrenador tiene decisiones difíciles para tomar de los 11 que inician y los 11 que están en el banco. Entonces, siempre tratamos de ponerle dificultades al entrenador para la escogencia de los 11 titulares.
Question?
محمد الصيعري من قناة أبو ظبي الرياضية. الهلال قدم مستوى
Al-Sari do canal Abu Dhabi. Al-Hilal jogou muito bem, o desempenho deles foi excelente e foi considerado algo de muito orgulho para os árabes, mas algo foi ruim, técnico. O Al-Hilal sempre se concentra nos primeiros 30 minutos e passa depois desses primeiros 30 minutos passa ao adversário. Você acha que conseguirá resolver esse problema no próximo jogo?
Não percebi, não estou nesse tempo. Traduz em português. Yes, but it's not true. Ok, o futebol normalmente
At the beginning of the match is not as important as the end. Whenever players are playing against Al Hilal, they come on really strong at the beginning. That was the case with our first match. Al Jazeera came on very strongly at the beginning. They were really fast. And then they were sort of tired. Matches last for 90 minutes and we need a balance. Our attitude is one of being more balanced in that sense. We always try to have good intensity, but we also want to play with the same intensity in the first 30 and also the second half as well. I think Chelsea as the favorite came on more strongly than we did, and we as a good team that we responded, and then on the second half we're able to come on to them seeking to obtain a better result.
السلام عليكم. أحمد الزامل المملكة العربية السعودية.
Ahmed Zamil from the Saudi Arabia. The changes and substitutions of players, we noticed that they are a bit late. If you are not convinced, about the substitutes and the new player, is he able to play a full match? Your new player.
Isso que você disse não tudo e tudo aí.
Well, we believe the entire team. Obviously, with Chelsea in the second half, the team was going on really strongly. Replacements are not obligatory. And you guys often see big players in the best teams making substitutions. Sometimes they're doing well, but they want to keep the rhythm, keep the same pace. In this match, we tried to switch to 2 or 4 matches that had played in the previous match so that we had a team that was fresher.
السلام عليكم. أحمد العجان صحيح.
Good afternoon, Ahmed Al Azam, Al Jazeera Saudi newspaper. My question is to Coach Jardim and to Quelar as well. So for the coach, I would like to ask him the following. We saw Mohamed Kano playing excellently in this competition. It might be the best version of Mohamed Kano on the pitch. So what is the secret for this? So what enabled Mohamed to play this well? And the question to Quelar is the following. We noticed that when Al Hilal plays with other clubs like Chelsea, Al Hilal presents an excellent performance. You too as well. When Al Hilal controls the opponent and has ball possession, your performance is considered as less in comparison with the other games. So, what is the reason for this? Thank you.
Bem, em relação à pergunta do Cano.
Well, with regard to your question about Kano, I think Kano played excellently well. This is a player that's slowly coming to realize how he can position himself within the pitch. He has to be closer to finishing areas, but he has been able to score goals in previous matches, and that's a very positive aspect that really pressures the opponents, and that's how I like to see my teams, with a number 8 and a second midfielder coming closer to the goal. And I don't share your opinion about Cuellar. I think he had an incredible match. He really led the team really well. He was able to control every combination with other players and going up against the Chelsea players. He is one of the best players I've known, and I'd like to commend him for that.
La traducción. Pero bueno, creo que no solamente yo, sino todo el equipo competimos muy bien en el partido. Hicimos un gran segundo tiempo que sometimos al Chelsea y tuvimos 3 o 2 opciones para empatar el juego. Entonces creo que eso es un punto de partida muy importante para seguir conquistando títulos, en este caso el tercer puesto y lo que nos queda por competir en Arabia Saudita, que es el campeonato de la liga. Y seguir por ese camino creo que va a ser muy importante para conquistar más títulos.
Last 2 questions, please. Yeah.
Maybe
Hi,
the
coach.
lady finished. I don't understand. Okay.
Hi, coach. I know that you have a good strategies and have a good strategy up to the middle of the Chelsea pitch. And I think that the Chelsea defenders like your attackers, and then they can't go more and gain a score. Is your strategy in this match will be the same? And what's your idea about that?
Will you play with the same strategy of last game?
Com certeza.
Well, our strategy in this for this match is to have better control of the match with better ball possession, but in terms of intensity and everything else, I'd like for us to once again be able to maintain that same quality. Modern football is about intensity. It's about gaining ball possession. And I think what all of us want is to maintain this strategy, which is critical.
مرحبا. سؤالي للاعب، ما هي التحضيرات
Question to the player: what are your preparations?
وهل تعتبر هذه المباراة إعادة اعتبار للفريق والحصول على ميدالية، على الأقل ميدالية برونزية؟
Can you repeat the question again, please? Repeat the question, please.
ما هي الأجواء في غرفة تغيير الملابس بالنسبة للاعبين والجاهزية لهذه المباراة؟ وهل هي تعتبر إعادة إعادة اعتبار للفريق والخروج على الأقل ميدالية برونزية؟
For the play.
Okay. No, yo creo que la motivación viene no del rival, sino de nosotros. Queremos, después de no haber conseguido el objetivo de jugar la final, ahora tenemos este objetivo que es el tercer puesto, nunca antes alcanzado, creo, por un equipo en el Golfo. Entonces, la motivación primero es estar en Al Hilal, ganarse un puesto, y después, obviamente con mucho respeto de que estén al frente, tratar de conseguir ese resultado que nos lleve al tercer puesto del mundo.
You want to give her another question? Do you have another question?
The
No?
same, the same.
The same question?
You understand?
It's not related to the game.
Huh?
It's not related to the
No,
game.
not problem.
ممكن تسأل نفس السؤال. You can ask the same question if you want.
Now you have the
He
tradition.
has the translation. Yeah. In the microphone, please.
للتوضيح أكثر الأمير
So to clarify, Emir Turki al-Sheikh. I am Iraqi. Turki al-Sheikh, this personality who supports sports players, tweeted after your game ended against Chelsea and said,
That's enough. Thank you. Please go ahead with the question. Please go ahead with the
هو
question.
بالمباراة أنتوا ليش ما تفهموا سؤالي صح؟
Excuse me, madam. Please go ahead with the question.
يقول إنه أشعر ب
he said the following: I have a headache. Can I say that I'm suffering from corona symptoms, or do I have a headache because of the result of the game? So, what he was trying to say is the following: how will the result of the game be tomorrow? Will it be a positive game for you or a negative one?
Well, I'm sorry for not answering the question the first time. Now, whether the result will be positive or negative, we do not really have a crystal ball. We can't predict the future. But we'll work to have a positive result, a result that's positive for us. That's how we work. We do not have the ability to predict what will happen, but I'm sure we will do our best, and what we want is to win and to win the third place in this competition.